Good morning. We're on Sunday Summit over here. We're right at the top. Gonna head down. There's a 40-kilometer corner, a 50-kilometer corner, a 40-kilometer corner, and a, why would you put a sticker over a sign? And I think that's a hairpin right there. And another 40-kilometer corner at the bottom with runaway lanes. I think that might be the hairpin at the bottom there. Don't know why people would put stickers over a sign. Silly. Silly, silly, silly. It is messy out here. The roads are kind of dry, so we'll put you guys up on the mirror again and see how it goes. Truck is so dirty. So dirty. I am 323 centimeters wide. Only on the back. Only right in the back. Which is 10 feet and 7¼ inches. So I have to have my beacon lights on and not allowed to drive at night at all. Overhanging a bit. Just barely wide enough that I can't drive at night. So no point of putting wide load lights on because I can't drive at night anyway. That's what she looks like. Thinking of putting the camera on top of the load, but I know what happened last time. It just went mucky on roads like this, so we'll do a reverse cam and one mirror cam and see how it goes. That way at least we still have two cameras that I can switch back and forth between. Let's throw you guys up. Hey Cookie Monster and Taz, how's it going? Here we go, hammer down. All right, looks like we got a forestry cutter and delimber. Pretty cool equipment. Just pulling in. Four-way flashers on. Let's do this. Heading down. I'm not super heavy. The load's wide, but not super heavy at all. So I'll be coming down this pretty darn quick. But just because I'm coming down pretty quick doesn't mean I'm going to be doing the speed limit of 100 kilometers per hour. I'll be around the 60, 70 kilometer mark. Doing 62 right now. Beautiful, beautiful winter wonderland. We got hoarfrost on all the trees, so that's not fresh snowfall on the trees, that's all frost. And just gorgeous after the frost like that. Minus 5 degrees Celsius. Hopefully it warms up as we head down. Did I say minus 5 for like 4 or 5 times now? Because it's minus 5. And it feels kind of cold. Although, it's nothing to complain about. The rest of the country is much colder. Much colder. At least the prairies, they're I was talking to a buddy. He said temperature minus 28, wind chill feels like minus 38 because the high winds. It's like, yeah, that's frostbite like almost instantly. You got to make sure you're covered up. haven't done a wide load in such a long time. I keep forgetting to run the white line. It's like, oh, oncoming vehicles, run the white line. Unfortunately, it also means flat tires because I'm running the white line. There's more debris to run over. So that was fun, getting flat tires. So I had 2 flat tires when I arrived at home. So I did my post trip. I'm like, hearing hissing. So they weren't flat yet because I have the Tire Max system. The Tire Max system keeps inflating them. But one tire had a nail in it, and the other tire had a big bolt in it. And luckily, both tires are down to 4/32, so no point of repairing those. Let's just replace them. So we replaced them plus their partners, because their partners were low too. So put on 4 brand new tires. It's funny how the low tread tires get flats easier. Bolts and nails and stuff like that punch through them easier when there's less tread. 40-kilometer corner. We've got 3 tight turns. This is one of the 3. Happy Friday! Happy Friday! On a Friday, and I'm headed toward Vancouver. I know. Trust me, I know. Guess I'm not getting a Saturday off, huh? Headed to Vancouver to deliver tomorrow morning, and I've talked to other truck drivers that deliver there, 3 of them now, and 2 out of the 3 said that they had to wait till the next morning to. So sometimes they take all day to unload, and sometimes it's more than all day to unload. So I may not get home on Saturday. I might not get home until Sunday. And that sucks. That sucks big time. So I've never delivered to this one before. Maybe tomorrow morning when we're headed in there, I'll shoot a video for Monday's video. If I don't get home until Sunday, I'm not going to be working Monday, so maybe I'll shoot Monday's video on Saturday morning. That might work. I don't know how interesting that video will be. It might be a short video just getting there, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm told that I can't come up the street the way we have to park because the street is closed. So I have to come up cross section. Check in with the construction site and then make a left. The construction site's on the right. Have to make a left and then back through the intersection into the site. That sounds like fun. The tarp's off tonight. Anyway, I don't have to deal with it tomorrow morning. Going into Vancouver. That was a little slippery there. -4. I was definitely slipping. This is the 3rd and final sharp corner. I guess I didn't say the second one, but you guys probably saw it. It sounds like this project is almost done, so I'm going to be one of the last few trucks that gets here. They're on the last floor. So they're trying to get a truck every single day. And apparently once I back into site, the nose of my truck will still hang out into Victoria Street, so I have to drop my trailers, cross the street and park on the other side and wait for them to unload. honestly not too thrilled about delivering on a Saturday morning, but you know what? It's part of the job, right? Sometimes that's what the customer wants, and one of us has to do it. And I know other truck drivers have done it before, so I guess it's my turn for a Saturday morning delivery. And I can't even show up until 9:30 because the bylaws in Vancouver, I guess it's East Vancouver, you can't start working on a Saturday morning until 9:30. During a weekday you can start at 7, but on a weekend, Saturday, you can't start till 9:30. So I can't even show up till 9:30. So it's going to be a late start to begin with. Looks like we're at the bottom, but now we have to do a little climbing past this Milkameen Falls area here, where there apparently used to be a coffee shop right at the top. Would have been a tiny little yard back in the day. Someone needs to share a photo of that said coffee shop, or a link to a photo or a video. Actually, there are old videos of cars driving this highway back when it was still dirt. I should check out that video and see if the coffee shop is on that video. It'd be kind of neat to take one of those old archive videos and then drive exactly that road. Better do it in the pickup, but drive exactly that road and match the archive footage with modern footage side by side. You have to be doing a lot of speeding up and slowing down video to match them. Be very complicated. That'd be a huge project to do. I think it'd be kind of neat. On a nice day in the summer, put the camera on top of the roof of the pickup, match that, and yeah, that'd be kind of fun. My forward flashers off. That's it for the tight turns. Less snow over here, minus 4 Celsius. Actually, probably the same amount of snow, just they didn't have fog, so that you don't have the frost on all the trees. Did I say where we are? At the beginning of the video, Sunday Summit, headed to Vancouver. So, coming up into Manning Park. I need to do that more. I gotta make sure I say where I am and where I'm going and where I've loaded and all of that stuff. river's actually frozen over in some parts. There's quite a bit of ice in the river. Minus 3.5, warming up a little bit. It's been a good while since I shot this section of video. Usually it gets too dark. So whenever you get those videos where I'm driving through Princeton, up Mine Hill, and end the video on Sunday Summit, today we actually get to shoot at Sunday Summit down through into Manning Park. We're approaching Eastgate now. There's a gas station there. Speaking of fuel, I'm down to 1/4 tank. I'll be fine. That quarter tank is fine. I'll probably fuel up in Hope or Chilliwack or Abbotsford. We'll see. We'll see where the fuel gauge is, but fuel up down that way somewhere. Set ourselves up for tomorrow. If I get unloaded at a reasonable time, I don't have to worry about fuel stations. I can just hammer down home. Go. That was the gas station I was talking about. Here's the park entrance. It's got the black bear. It's a black bear, right? Could be a grizzly, but I think that's a black bear. Wood carving. Welcome to Manning Park. Where they've changed the lines of the highway and the groove is all wrong for big rigs. It'd be nice if they had resurfaced it before changing where the lines are. They made the center medium narrower, added a wider shoulder, and put in rumble strips. So these rumble strips are fairly new. The groove is still wrong. Just some places just barely wrong. So you're fighting the truck the whole time. Just so you can paint between the lines. Man, Smilkameen River is beautiful this time of year. Kind of frozen over like that. Yeah, I was hoping that tomorrow I'd get to shoot a video after unloading, but if they're going to take that long to unload, I'm going to be leaving in the dark. I think you guys last weekend got a bonus video in the dark. Yes? No? Maybe? I haven't shot that bonus video that you guys watched last week Saturday. I haven't shot that yet, so I'm gonna do an experimental nighttime video. And a bonus video first. So if it turns out awesome, those of you that are paying for memberships, $1 a month, guys, you get all the bonus videos. sometimes the bonus videos are the best videos of the week, and other times they're the worst videos of the week, because I often experiment on the bonus videos, and sometimes they just work out just awesome. Other times, not so much. So yeah, because I can't drive at night, I'm going to have all this downtime tonight. I'm going to get to Vancouver probably around 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'm only allowed to drive till 3:30. Wherever 3:30 is, if I'm not to my destination, I'm not getting any further. Because sunset's at 4 p.m. and we have to stop driving half an hour before sunset. But we're doing good so far. All I have to do is stop for fuel. When I get to my destination, I'll untarp, hopefully before it's pitch dark. And in the warmer time of the day. It should be a little warmer on the coast. It's -3 now. See, we're slowly just getting warmer and warmer as we get closer to the coast. And down lower and lower from the mountain. And then I'll have the rest of the evening off just to do nothing. The best place to park, there is no restaurants, no washrooms, no fuel station, anywhere around me. It's just a desolate industrial zone. I could spend the night at the truck stop, but then in the morning I would have a lot more time to cover, and if any roads are closed or anything happens, then that delays me a lot further. I'd rather sleep 15 minutes away from the customer instead of an hour away from the customer. Got their four-way flashers on. Looks like they just barely pulled over. Passenger needs to get out and pee. Why wouldn't you use one of these pullouts? Like right here. There's literally washrooms right here. Just pit toilets, but there's literally washrooms in that pullout. Man, the road is not busy, is it? It's pretty empty. must have been fog in this area because you get all the frost back on the trees. Isn't that beautiful? What a gorgeous view. Definitely a winter wonderland. I'm getting hungry. It's 10:30 and I'm getting hungry already. That's no good. Maybe at the break check I'll make myself some lunch. Sausage, cheese, and crackers. That's what I feel like, and I know I have that in the fridge. Could do peanut butter sandwich too, but I could throw some beans and beef into the toaster oven, make hot food. I'll save that for tonight after untarping. Could have some chicken fingers, but maybe save that for tomorrow night. When I'm in a rush to get home, chicken fingers are so easy to heat up in the toaster oven. And we found a way to make chicken fingers nice and crunchy on the outside, but tender on the inside. It's breaded chicken fingers that Jess makes at home in the air fryer. But we found a way of doing it in the truck so they're not soggy. It's like you throw them in a tin pan, the bottom is soggy unless you pull over and flip them. So I took a tin pan and cut slits on the bottom of the tin pan. So the chicken sits on top of those slits. So you have heat coming in from both sides, and they're not sitting at on the tin pan. Basically those slits, I folded them up so that the chicken sits 5 millimeters, half a centimeter to a centimeter off of the tin pan. Warm that up in a toaster oven in the truck, and you got nice, crispy, crunchy breading on the outside of the chicken fingers and nice, moist, tender chicken on the inside. It's like, we figured it out. It's like awesome food in the truck. Throw out your microwaves, guys. Throw out your microwaves and put in a toaster oven. How big is your inverter though? You want 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, if you can get a 5,000 watt inverter, because it doesn't matter what it says on the toaster oven for wattage, it spikes way higher than that, and a 2,000 watt inverter, it'll burn out pretty quick. It's my first misting of the day. Gooey, wet water in the window. Hopefully it didn't get the camera. Climbing hard here. I said we weren't that heavy, but we're only doing 90 kilometers an hour. So it's actually a pretty steep climb here. I mean, it's not like 8% or anything. It's like a 2% grade, but it's enough that I can't do the speed limit. River is just a little creek over here. as beautiful as these trees are, it's always more beautiful right after a snowfall. Those videos you guys watched 2 weeks ago with the fresh snowfall, now those are my favorite. Those are amazing. Having said that, this highway is incredibly unforgiving. The section we're driving today is a nice 4-lane here. But even in the 4-lane section, you see big rigs in the ditch upside down every now and then. Maybe one a year. But in that down Sunday Summit, that first 2-lane section there, you see a crashed big rig there almost on a monthly basis. And a couple of cars. And then after the 4-lane ends ahead of us, past Allison Summit, almost on a weekly basis, you see crashed cars. Less trucks on that section, but you get a couple of trucks too every now and then. Snoqualmie River again. Speaking of Allison Summit, here it is. Do a brake check, clean the lens, and we'll ride with you a little longer. Probably ended the map over here in Allison Summit, from Sunday Summit to Allison, but I told Jess that's what I was going to do. But I think you guys deserve a little more, right? Do my brake check. Clean the lens. I'll be right back. All right. Grab myself some Skittles. The actual summit's coming up over here. This hill right here is Allison Summit. And it's 1,300 plus meters. Let's see if the sign says. Allison Summit, 1,342 meters. Man, getting a lot of spray from these vehicles. Getting warmer out, 0 degrees Celsius. Also means it's getting warmer in here. I'm turning the heat down a little bit. Pretty steep grade here. The steepest grade. The signs all say the steepest grade is 8%, but my GPS says that that one short little section is actually a 10% grade. So I tend to think that the signs are taking the average grade. Like right now GPS says minus 6% grade, so we're going downhill 6% grade. Have these little short sections that are much steeper over here. Well, it dropped to 5% grade there for a second, and then you have the steeper sections again where it goes back up to 6%, back down to 5%, back down to 4%. The sign says 8% right here. Actuality, we're at 6% right now. Oh, plus 0.5 degrees Celsius. This is the little steep section here. That's probably what they mean, the 8% grade here. GPS jumped up to 9% grade. Turn our fan on. I'm going to do this at full speed. Back off just for that little section. I mean, it stayed on, but we're light enough that I can do this at full speed. Feel a sneeze coming on. Toss my microphone off to the passenger seat. Like, don't want to blow your ears out. Good luck trying to find out where I sneezed while editing the video, because I just scrubbed through really quickly. I don't actually watch the video and editing the video. I just scrub through and basically look which cameras are the best shot. If I don't think any of the cameras are the best shot, I just kind of rotate through the cameras. I just scrub through it, and it takes about as long to edit the video that way as it takes to record the video. Usually a little longer to edit than to actually record. That's without listening to it. And I know the microphone sucks on bumpy sections. Every time I hit any kind of bumpy, the microphone is all staticky and bad. We're testing out some new microphones, and probably next week, we're going to test out some new microphones and a new camera if it all arrives this weekend. Hopefully that fixes that issue. Also, that echo with me and Jess, these microphones should fix that echo, because both microphones should directly record to the camera. These microphones can directly record to the camera, absolutely. Basically, I have two microphones and one receiver, so both of these microphones signal gets sent to the receiver. Then I can connect that receiver into the camera, and it will record the audio directly onto the camera, synchronizing it perfectly. But that wire between the receiver and the camera, all these bumps make the audio, like if you think the audio is bad now on bumps, oof, the audio is just static mess with a receiver plugged into the camera. So the new camera we're getting, it's on the way, and the new microphones we have, they're basically the same microphones as these, just a newer model with noise reduction settings and stuff. So they're $200 microphones. If they don't work, we'll try something else, but it's a $200 is sure better than a $700 microphone that we've been looking at. And with that $700 microphones, we would need, once again, then have to sync up the audio so the echo is back with that setting. If we go Trucker Josh's microphone style, the echo will be back. So, and we need to buy a special camera for a microphone like that, which is like a $3,000 camera. And we are not making enough money on this channel for me to lose that much money. So we're gonna try this. We've been wanting a new camera for a while with Black Friday sales and stuff. We got really, really good price on the microphones and a decent price on the camera. And this camera and microphone wirelessly connect to each other. So no wires, no static. They're just connected. Because right now you guys are like, there's a wiring problem or a Wi-Fi problem with the microphone with the bad audio. I am literally wearing my microphone, it's like a lapel microphone, on my collar, and pulling the audio directly off of that microphone. There's no wires, it's just the microphone itself and the internal organs to that microphone. It's got a battery and a memory card inside that microphone. Why it has static when I hit bumps, I have no idea. But these are DJI's first generation microphones, and we've just bought DJI's third generation micro minis that have apparently great noise reduction. So for the price we got them at, we're gonna try them. If they're just as bad as this microphone, we'll use them once, package them back up, and just resell them. But if it fixes everything, yes! So look forward to that for next week. I will record with both I'll have two microphones attached to my collar next week. So that'll be fun. All right, I think it's probably a good time to end this video. It's probably getting on the long side here. Give you guys a little extra at the end here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to testing with audio. I mean, the audio is way better than if you go back 2 years versus even 7 years. Woo, we have improved in audio, but it's not quite where I want it yet. Go to the videos from 7 years ago. You're lucky to be able to hear myself, let alone hear Jess. Whew. I always tell people, if you're going to start YouTube videos, just start with what you have. I started with some pretty crappy equipment. Pretty crappy equipment, but that's how you grow and learn, right? Scats Creek? It goes into Skagit River. Anyway, yeah, we crossed the big water plane divide, so before Allison Pass, all that water flows into the Okanagan, into the Columbia River, comes out down by Washington, Oregon, into the Pacific Ocean. All this water flows into the Skagit, which goes through Washington and then into the Pacific Ocean that way. After Hope Slide, all that water goes into the Fraser and heads out into the Pacific Ocean by Vancouver. It's funny, within half-hour drive, water all ends up in different places. Right, I was letting you guys go because the shoulder cam with as much spray as I'm getting on the windshield, not the shoulder cam, the mirror cam. The mirror cam is garbage by now. Okay, I'm out of here. You guys absolutely rock. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on tomorrow's bonus video. You guys rock.